Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the new episode. So we just finished off this Ascension task. You might tell by my inventory, I didn't do a whole lot of Arari, or Gladi even, and that is because I actually made an Ascension crossbow, and of course I uploaded a video on that a couple days ago because I got very lucky. But yes, this is by far my most profitable Slayer assignment ever of all time, and I was quite surprised with how much I made in the Ascension crossbow, but it only took me like 2 hours to make, and I got like 200k Slayers, so Ascension bosses are pretty good Slayer XP, maybe not as good as I thought, but I also was like taking a lot of time out to record drops and stuff, so I could have killed them a lot faster. It is time to get the first task of the episode. How about Nihil, so I can put them on my prefer list, because I've been waiting for that. Dark Beasts, alright, that's fine, you know, they have the updated drops, they're pretty good, but I get them all the time. Maybe I should take them off the prefer list, because they're already a super common task, and then on prefer they just become unbearably common, but at least this is better than Curdle giving me Arits all the time. I legitimately prefer Dark Beasts over Arits, because they're a little bit less annoying to kill. Okay, I'm done with the Dark Beast task, and I actually have a plan for what my next task is going to be. As you guys may or may not know at this point, a lot of people are using Steel Titans for Slayer, including me, because they are much better now that they attack on their own and use special attacks on their own and all that, and they're really handy to use for Slayer. So what I'm going to be doing for this next task is testing just exactly how much damage the Steel Titan is doing. And the way I'm going to be doing that is doing an Abyssal Demons task and using Mage, and obviously when the Steel Titan hits something you gain range XP. So I'm going to set up counters for range and mage and seeing, like, comparing the XP between the two and how much damage this thing is actually doing and how much it's helping me. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab an Abyssal Demons task here, and I'm actually going to put Abyssal Demons on prefer, and they are extremely good Slayer XP with Mage and Steel Titan, and I just really like this task a lot, actually, ever since the Steel Titan rework happened. So I'm going to be very willing to do this one a lot more often, and it is like over 200k Slayer an hour with Mauritania legs and the contract and all that. So hopefully I'll get a lot more Abyssal Demons tasks in the future. They are a really common Slayer task to get anyway, and now that they're on prefer, I should be getting a lot of them, which I'm really looking forward to. Okay, we're all done with the Abyssal Demons task, and it's time to see the results of how the Steel Titan did. So I got 173k Magic XP this task, and 12.5k range XP, which is all from the Steel Titan. Now, the problem with this, and the reason why I feel the Steel Titan doesn't really excel at Abyssal Demons, is they have somewhat low HP, so often you will KO them or get to low HP right as the Titan specs, and then his spec doesn't do very much damage. So I feel like the Titan is going to be much more valuable on a task where he actually has a chance to hit more. But that is a DPS increase of 7.2%, which isn't bad. That's essentially like wearing another set of God Wars Dungeon Armor atop the set that you already have equipped if you are wearing that for Slayer. So, I mean, it's like having a second set of power armor on. I don't think that's a bad thing. It's definitely worth using Abyssal Demons, but I think it definitely could be a lot better, and hopefully I'll get a task like Automatons or something where I'll really be able to show off how good the Steel Titan can be. Okay, let's nab a new task, hoping for Automatons, obviously, or just some task where I can use the Steel Titan effectively. Steel Dragons. Well, steel on steel. Let's see how this Steel Titan does at Steel Dragons. My guess is it's not going to be great, but maybe let's not judge things before we actually try them out. I think I'm breaking the game at the moment. My task is done and my Steel Titan is still killing the Steel Dragon. Anyway, I finished off the Steel's task and I got 55k magic and 10k range. So this task has a much better ratio between actual magic and range between the Steel Titan and all. So the Steel Titan did a lot more damage. That's close to 20%. That's like 17-18% of the total damage of this task. And I did use a Bone Crusher. I'm not exactly sure what convinced me that was a good idea. And the thing is, since I have bonus prayer XP, Bone Crushing and also using the Dragon Rider Neculus on the Dragon Bones actually gives you more XP than it would on an altar. So technically it's not even a waste or anything, but that only works as long as you have bonus prayer XP. But let's nab another task, and I quite like that one. Let's go for some Nihils, possibly. That would be great. Crest's Automatons. Alright, this is another task where I can try out Steel Titan again. That's my priority at the moment, testing this thing out, seeing how good it is. And I think that the Steel Titan is going to be really good at Automatons, because the last time I was there, I remember it doing a lot of damage. Huge golden beam. Oh, come on, son. It's another Crest Pot. That is my third Crest Pot, I believe, but oh well, they're pretty rare. I like to put these things in my house and just store them up. Hopefully, eventually, if I do enough of Automatons in the future, I'll have like 10 Crest Pots running around my house. That would be pretty legit, but that's my third one so far. Well, all done with that task, and we got ourselves another Crest Pot, which I will be putting in my house in a second. And I think the Crest Pots like have different face symbols. So I have 3 different ones at the moment. I believe there's 6 in total. I'm not sure if you can get all 6 and you can't get any more, or if you just continue getting them over and over, but it would be really cool to have a house full of Crest Pots one day. And the discrepancy between my melee XP and the Steel Titan XP is pretty large. However, this is a little bit misleading because I was meleeing. The Steel Titan also uses melee sometimes, actually quite often. I think half the time about it used melee specs instead of range specs. And when it uses melee specs, it gives you melee XP. So the Titan actually did quite a bit better than the XP really shows. Okay, new task time, hopefully Nihils. I really want to get them out of the way. Muzzpa, no, I will be canceling that. Don't judge me. Oh, that task makes me shudder. It's so boring. But Mutated Gdankos is fine, and Steel Titan should actually do quite well there. As I can remember, it's a great thing to have at that task. So I'll be trying it out. Unfortunately, I typically range the Gdankos, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to judge exactly how good the Steel Titan is doing, but I'm sure it will put in some work. I finally got around to doing my Gdanko task, and it was alright. Again, this is like such a fast task. I went through, it looks like 4 prayer pots, 4 and almost 5 prayer pots until the task was over, so I'm not really sure how much time that is, but that's just praying soul split the whole time. So probably like 20-ish minutes, and pretty good XP overall. One other thing that I did is I actually took gargoyles off my block menu, and I'd recommend for, I guess, anyone to do that. The only reason why I hated doing them before is they were just so terrible in terms of drops, but they've been buffed now. They're like 2 mil an hour or something like that, so pretty decent, and they've always been really good XP. Crested automatons, I get this task a lot, but hey, sure, we'll do it. 84 more of them. Probably one of the worst thing about playing on like higher graphics in RS is this place. Like, these things drop a lot of seeds, right? You can't see these seeds on the ground. There are actually 2 seeds in this grass patch. Can you see them? Can you? No, I can't either. So, I mean, I think I probably missed maybe a couple good seeds in there just because of that, but overall, still a good task. Hey Morvan, I would like to try out one of those gargoyle tasks, which are apparently somewhat decent money at the moment. I guess I'm gonna do Erits instead. Oh my goodness, I really don't want to do them. I prefer gargoyles. I guess I do have a gargoyle mask. I could have used that if I really wanted to try them out. I might do that next task depending on how I feel about gargoyles at the moment. I had no idea this was going to happen, but a nice surprise. 50 mil attack XP. Only, well, another 50 mil and a little bit to go after that, but I have been training attack with all my melee XP for quite a while, and it just goes really fast when you're doing Slayer, especially when you get all these air tasks, which are just insane. So, yeah, quite a ways off, and I'm pretty close to 50 mil magic as well. I could get that in like a couple Glazors tasks. That'd be pretty cool if I could get 2 skills of 50 mil XP in one day. This should be, according to my calculations, the last kill of the task, and hopefully we can actually end this off. I've been having some accuracy issues because I don't like overload this task or anything. I really hope I don't die. That would be sad. I was down to like 1k HP earlier because I wasn't really paying attention. But we're done with 1993. Good year. That's not the year I was born, but it was pretty close. But anyway, let's go back to Kuradel, or Duradel, or Morvan, whatever he wants to call himself, and get another task. I guess I actually destroyed my Mask of Granite when I was raging after getting several tasks in a row from Kuradel, so I don't want to pay money to get it back, so what I'm going to be doing instead is just getting a regular task from this guy and hoping he assigns gargoyles sometime soon. It's not like the most amazing thing of all time, I just wanted to try it out. And the hills are actually a lot closer to the most amazing task of all time, at least on the whole spectrum. What do I want to take off of here? Water Fiends, Automatons, TDs, a whole bunch of good tasks on here. I think I'm going to take off Dark Beast because this guy assigns them really commonly anyway, and I'm going to actually put Nihils on Prefer because they're a very good task. One thing I gotta say, this is my first task of Nihils from Morvan after all, is I'm really digging the longer Nihil task, because Kuradel only assigned like 60 of these and the tasks were over really quickly. I think I had like 120 this time, so that is awesome, and I'm really happy to get more of these later, like on my prefer list. Hopefully that means I'll get them. I don't know how common of a task these actually are though. Back at Morvan again, and one thing I'm actually going to do before I nab another task is price check, because, well, I think I made a decent amount from this task. I stopped killing the Ice Nihils, even though technically they're the best money, because they still drop the Lantidem seeds, because they drain your prayer so fast, and it's just kind of annoying. And wow, okay, sir. Back-to-back Nihil tasks. Looks like I'm going right back where I started from. Yeah, we're done with Nihils again. It's like deja vu all over again, and that statement is kind of what, like an oxymoron to say, but I also got a Rune 2H drop on here, which kind of sucks because I've been trying to get one of those drops on my newbie account or my Iron Man account, and then I just get one right off the bat on my main. One thing that I actually figured out lately, well, not that long ago, but you want to collect all these like Aviancy Talons and Demon Horns and stuff. Even though the pouches that you make with them are only listed at like 70k in the GE, they sell for up to 150k if you leave them in overnight, so it's actually really good money. And I left those on the ground a long time and didn't really even know about it. So our next one is going to be Order of Ascension members, I guess. Not super excited about that one. I will not be making another Ascension crossbow, even though my last one was very, very profitable, and that probably means my next one is not going to be nearly as profitable. So I will just kill probably Gladeye for doing this. 1996 tasks in a row, so close to that 2k, and I got a nice 3 keystones this task. So let's actually price check everything that I got during this task itself, and you probably want to add like almost a mil worth of rune items because Morvran assigns quite a bit, and my spring cleaner obviously crushed all those. So I probably made pretty close to about 2.5 mil on Ascension members. I mean, these Gladi are great money, even though with the fact that the keystones have dropped so much. They will go back up eventually, of course, but they are still really, really good money and some solid Crimson Charms too. Here we go again. In before Abyssal Demons. Oh, Calphites. Well, that is very skippable of a task. I'm not sure if I want to waste a block spot on it, but I can't really see myself doing Calphites, especially with the price of Drygors at the moment. A mace set is like 50 mil. It's ridiculous. Necreals, we can live with that, I guess. I'm going to have to kill him in the Slayer Tower, which sucks and is annoying, but it is still pretty good XP. What's up, guys? I'm about to get over with this automaton's task, and I gotta warn you, at the end of this automaton kill here, something extremely hype is going to happen, so just be aware of it. If I can finish off, look at that, 2,000 tasks in a row and 300 points. That is ridiculous. That took a really long time to get, and it's quite an achievement, I would say. 2,000 tasks puts me at about 92 mil Slayer XP, although probably like, I don't know, a fifth of those tasks were done before EOC, so you'd have a higher Slayer XP if you did 2,000 tasks now, but quite the milestone, I'd say. What's up, Morvran, and what's it going to be today? Hopefully something good. Hopefully, like, Abbey Demons would be nice, Dark Beast would be nice, more automatons would be nice. I think that's like my 3rd task in a row. I didn't show you guys the first one because it was late at night and I could not commentate properly without waking people up, so I figured, you know, commentate, wake people up, and have yelling happen. I went for, you know, the first of those, the not waking people up one, that is. Anyway, I'll do more automatons, like, why not? I absolutely love this task, so I find nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I'm done with another automatons task, and it was just as fun as the last one. It'd be kind of ridiculous if I got 4 automatons tasks in a row, but sometimes with this prefer list task thing, it can get pretty weird. I might go ahead and grab myself an Abbey Demons task, but I don't know. Maybe we'll just let the luck of the draw play and decide what task we should do next. One thing I will do, however, is use a Slayer VIP ticket, although hopefully I won't have to use it, but I'll just use it to go ahead and grab another task, and automatons again in a row. That's 4 times. I could do that. I could do Abyssal Demons, but I don't really want to use up the Slayer ticket when these 2 tasks are honestly, you know, pretty small difference between the 2, and that was the task that Morvran would have given me if I did not use the ticket, so that's kind of really 4 automatons tasks in a row. That's my first 4 tasks in a row out of anything ever, and that's pretty sweet. Kind of ridiculous, but still pretty sweet. Well, I am still here at the automatons. It actually took 262 kills of automatons to do those last 3 tasks, and I have all the loot for that in my inventory, which is pretty cool, and providing that I don't get another automatons task, I will price check them, but the way things are going, maybe I'll be back to the automatons sooner than I think. Well, I actually forgot to grab myself a Slayer VIP ticket, but it turns out we're getting Erits for our next task, which is fine, 164 of them. As long as my Penance Aura is recharged, this should be a fine task, but I did them not too long ago, used up the Penance Aura anyway, so 2.5 mil, almost 2.6 mil made from the 3 automaton tasks. A big reason for that is Earth Talismans are just redonkulously expensive right now because bonus XP weekend is coming up, but that's some pretty good lotations. Didn't manage to pick myself up any gloves, and it would be cool to get another Crest Pot, but there's always next time. Man, that was a long task, and wow, I killed like almost 170 Erits and only got like 80 Crimson Charms. That's a little bit disappointing, but anyway, as always, Erits are just completely spectacular XP, especially if you're going hard and, you know, bone crushing and demon horning and not banking the bones. If you're not an incredibly cheap person like me, essentially, you can get just ridiculous Slayer XP off of this task. Obviously, I choose to profit a little bit off of the Slayer task itself, and that's just kind of the way I am and the way I play this game. So we will be ending off the episode here. I won't be price checking the tab because it is only episode 18. There's a couple more episodes to go before that actually happens. Although I might actually be selling the tab during episode 19 or 20 because, of course, the bonus XP weekend is coming up pretty quickly. And even though I won't be getting 120 Slayer within that time limit, I will definitely be selling because I don't want to lose more money than I normally have to. One thing that I did think was kind of cool is look at all these Arrow Bones I've collected. And this is all just from Slayer over the past couple months. They're worth about 46 mil. They were, you know, 10, 11k over the summer and would have been worth quite a bit more, but of course they're going down because bones aren't really going up because, of course, the Gilded Altars do not stack with the bonus XP, so not a whole lot of people are doing prayer, I'd imagine, during the bonus XP weekend. But anyway, the rest of this tab looks amazing. I'm kind of hoping I will get close to 900 mil from it. I don't think I'm going to reach the bill part because one thing you got to remember about this tab is a lot of this stuff is from PVMing, and I will not be selling the stuff that is from PVMing, just the stuff that is from Slayer alone, and then this tab will be turned into strictly a PVM tab after the bonus XP weekend is over. And I will grab a task here. I may or may not start off the next episode with this. I usually say I'll start off the next episode with this and then don't for whatever reason, but 95 Nihils, that's a legit task. I'm not arguing with that. One of my more favorite tasks in the game because it is still pretty solid money, even though I don't kill the Ice Nihils anymore for the Lantern Seeds. So that's about all for this episode. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'm really excited to sell that tab. It is the 24th of October right now, and I am going to be selling it before the 1st of November. So I'm not sure if I'll get one more full episode out before I sell the tab, or if it will be during next episode or what, but I'll make sure that I do that and definitely show you guys exactly how much loot I get from this thing. Super hyped to sell it, and I'm still not completely sure what to spend all this money on, but I'll think of something. So until next time, farewell.